All right, close your eyes, please. Om Sarva Vedanta Siddhante Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. Very please. Very nice. 374, Vaishnava, please. Vairagyabodho purushasya pakshivate paksho bijanihi vichakshanatvam vimukti sauda talayadirohanam tavyam vinananyatareena siddhyati. So beautiful, you see. Very nicely, Sankara so lovely, beautiful way describes, giving an imagery of climbing a palace. If you want to go to the top of the palace, like a bird trying to reach the top of the palace, he has to fly to the top. So both the wings must be there. If you cut off a wing, the bird will not be able to fly. Same way, for the human individual, these two dispositions, one is vairagya, dispassion, other is bodha, brahma jnana, atma jnana, knowledge of one's own self. Both are necessary to not only abide in one's own self, but also revel in the reality of the self. Please understand that knowledge that you have, when you understand yourself who you are, you can also really revel in it, enjoy it, if that is free from obstacle. Sometimes they say there are two types of jnana, knowledge. The knowledge is same, but sometimes sapratibandha, apratibandha. Pratibandha means obstacles. Sometimes there is somebody who understands the truth, but sapratibandha, he still has some obstacles. And apratibandha, unobstructed revelry in the wisdom. Sapratibandha means where you are happy with yourself, you know you are the truth, but habitual thoughts, habitual errors, habitual impressions, all those things come up, and still as though you have to fight within yourself. Very realistic description. Very realistic description. Sapratibandha, apratibandha. Pratibandha sahita. A person can get this knowledge. He is aware of himself. He can't say he does not know, but he does not revel in it. Because there is certain pratibandha. Pratibandhana, obstacles. Obstacles means what? The habitual thoughts, ideas, the conclusions that you have made, conditionings that you have undergone, they still rule supreme. The person doesn't know how to overcome that. Not that he doesn't know how to overcome, he knows that they are roles, they are impressions, they come and go, but still they come and go. It's like, I know it is very beautiful silence here in the ashram, lovely, very lovely silence. But then there are the sounds of the microphone, music going on. I know that music doesn't disturb the silence. I am not disturbed by it. Still, if it is not there, it is little better. If it is there, it's okay. I mean, you have to live with it. But if it is not there, it is better. Same way, like suppose you have to live with, just see how practical it is. It's like you live with a man or woman in life. Because nobody can live alone. You are in a family, a husband, a wife, a father, a mother, children, friends, people. Somebody or other is always there. Now suppose they also understand what you understand, how nice it will be. But suppose they don't understand, you can't shoot them. But life will not be that smooth. Who you are will be always blissful. But the life as such will not be very blissful because the people around are full of misunderstanding, full of selfishness. They don't understand what they are doing. You can't impose your wisdom on that. You should know yourself. You can't impose upon that. You know, if they are better, they are sensitive, it will be better. But if they are not, what can you do? Just like outside, so also inside, in yourself. When you are happy with yourself and these habitual thoughts are not coming up, it makes no difference to you. I mean, it will be wonderful. But suppose it comes up, of course you must know how to handle it. But if all the time those thoughts are coming up, what is needed is, don't say why the thoughts are coming up, you better learn how to handle them. As I told you that statement. Don't say why the thoughts are coming up. Ask the question, why am I reacting still to the presence of the thought? So if you have got vairagya, dispassion, then you are no more distracted by any thought. Two types of distraction. One is, the thought comes, you want to go for the object. Please understand, this is very subtle. When the thought comes, it pushes you towards the object. Another one is, now you understand, there is nothing in the object. Now you are angry with the thought. Why that thought is coming? Are you getting the two type of reaction? One is, you want to go to the object of the thought. Other is, getting angry with the thought itself. Both way it becomes a distraction. Are you getting that? This is, both way it becomes a distraction, pratibandha. Why this thought is always coming? No. When you are thus conscious of yourself, then neither these thoughts, neither you are angry with the thought, nor these thoughts can push you into unnecessary activity. So both way you are not reveling. So in a vairagya, when you have dispassion, no more the thoughts affect you. When you have this knowledge, you are reveling in yourself. Thus, this is, you really enjoy your life to the full, unobstructed wisdom. You get that picture, huh? Understand that picture. So always, as you are going through this understanding, always ask yourself question, is there any thought which you cannot handle? Is there any situation which you cannot handle? Is there any emotion which you cannot handle? Is there any particular person or something you consider is very difficult? No, nothing is difficult. You can handle anything and everything in life because ultimately you are the truth itself. So, vairagya and bodha brahmagyana purushasya pakshivata pakshyo bijanihi vichakshanatvam. Now don't forget the student for whom it is talked, because the reference is no more there. Now in the beginning stages, what is that? Oh Samya, oh great one, oh nice one. So many times he has referred. Now suddenly you don't have any reference to student, but know that the teacher is teaching the student. So he says, Pakshyo vijanihi vichakshanatvam. Tvam vichakshana. The teacher is telling to the student, you are vichakshana. Vichara kushala. You are so dexterous, such an expert, such a brilliant, what a brilliant intellect. So bright you are, you can grasp everything so nicely. So this also you understand very clearly that to revel in this mukti, liberation, you need Brahmagyana yourself, also vairagya. Because if there is no vairagya, understand, if there is no dispassion, the thoughts will push you into agitation. Unconsciously, you shall be pushed into emotions. Unconsciously, you get pushed into activity. But suppose when you are conscious and you have dispassion, you shall still be active, but it will be very conscious engagement with your thought and activity in the world. Therefore, you shall be always blissful. As blissful with activity, that blissful without activity. As blissful with the engagement with the thoughts, that blissful without the engagement with the thoughts. Because thoughts are innocent. Okay? So, vimukti grahanam tabhyam vina nanyatarena siddhyati. Without these, you cannot really abide in yourself, revel in yourself. Having told, then further he goes, please read. Why should I have this? He gives you reason. Very sweet. Atyanta vairagyavata samadhi samahitasyeva drudha prabodah prabuddha tattvasya hi bandha mukti muktatmano nitya sukhanubhuti atyanta vairagyavata samadhi samahitasyeva drudha prabodah prabuddha tattvasya hi bandha mukti muktatmano nitya sukhanubhuti atyanta vairagyavatah samadhi. What a beautiful line. Samadhi, where samahita buddhi. Buddhi samahita, there where the mind totally resolves, meaning you are being with yourself. Which is natural. Like in silence, all the sounds resolve. A star is burst, pulverized in the vast space. It loses itself, burns itself out. However mighty the form is, yes, not only mountains or huge skyscrapers, but also the earth itself, by chance it collapses. In a formless space, it will be completely burnt out. In space, formless, all forms are naturally resolved. In silence, all the sounds find their dissolution. In consciousness, effortlessly, every thought disappears. That is the content of every thought. So, buddhi samahita, where thoughts do not create a problem, like a sound doesn't create any agitation in silence. The person is agitated. Silence is silence. Who you are is always in meditation, samadhi, nitya samadhistha. That is why you are sthita prajna, samadhistha, samadhudisthati, always abiding in yourself. Call it sthita prajna, samadhi. That is your nature. This is something natural to whom? Atyanta vairagyavatah samadhi. Atyanta vairagyavata, vairagyavan, one who has the vairagya. What is that vairagya? Remember the first classes. Brahmendra rudramrugyam, vishayeshu bhogatyagam, bhagyam vairagyam. What is vairagya? Vishayeshu bhogatyaga, not vishayatyaga. It is not the renunciation of the object, but renunciation of the sense of pain and pleasure in the object. Nothing can better that definition. Dispassion is not giving up the object or giving up anything, because please appreciate, what is that you can give up which is yours? Just see a man who is dying. What does he take and go? You can be an emperor. You cannot take even a grain of dust. You can own an empire when you are living, but you can't take in a grain of dust. So what is that is yours for you to give it up? No object can be given up. What is given up is what is yours. And what is yours? Seeing pain and pleasure in the object. That is your decision. Somebody has induced you. It's a wrong interpretation. Or you have concluded that the object has pleasure or pain. So when you give up that sense of pleasure and pain, that is the time you are vairagyavan. Because not only if you see the pleasure, your movement towards the object is a distraction, but also if you see the pain, you shall be afraid of going towards it. That fear also is a distraction. Are you getting that point, please? The fear is as much a distraction as even the attraction is a distraction. Somebody is afraid of being with the object. Is he comfortable? That is why, if in the name of dispassion, you are always hating the object. Hating the object is not wisdom, is not spirituality. A person who is religious, he usually has an idea that to look down upon the sense object. The sound, the taste, the touch, every object, every man, woman, everybody is a distraction, everything is a distraction. Don't say that. Don't brand people or thing as distraction. You are the stupid to have the attraction. Are you getting that? Don't brand the object as a distraction. That there is an object is not a problem. That you have attraction is a problem. That you have the hatred also is a problem. Because some people are negatively indoctrinated. That this object is wrong. As they usually, traditionally, Orthodox use a Kamini Kanchana. Must avoid the gold and the woman. What nonsense. That stands for, a woman when you say, just stands for all the five sense objects. Sabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Sound, touch, taste, smell. So, they are not a problem by themselves. If you have no attraction, they are not a distraction. Just think. If you don't have an attraction, what is the distraction? So, which one you should give up? What is yours or what belongs to the creation? What is yours is your personal attraction. Are you getting that? Your fear, your anxiety, that is yours. So that you can give up, completely give up. So when that is given, atyanta vairagyavataha, samadhi, you are with yourself. Because there is nothing in your mind anymore coming up again to distract you. You are so happy with yourself, very clearly, that these thoughts do not, there is no speed, there is no push and pull. You are happy with yourself. Other day, I was asking a young man, long back I remember, because he had come fresh from this knowledge, learning somewhere, and he says, what is there for meditation? If I know, why should I meditate? If I don't know, how can I meditate? I mean, a sheer stupid logic. I said, all right. And then he was naming a person, somebody sitting down 1 hour or 1 year in meditation in one place, laughing at these things. I said, don't do that. You ask yourself a question. Listen carefully. How long should you be able to sit down in one place, closing your eyes? How long should you be able to do that? If you were a theoretician like that, if you are in meditation, if you know why should you meditate, and if you don't know how can you meditate, I'm asking you a theoretical question. How long should you be able to sit down? If you are convinced, listen carefully, if you are convinced objects are innocent, there is neither pain in the object nor there is pleasure in the object. Are you getting that point? The object is harmless, innocent. There is no pain in the object, there is no pleasure in the object. If there is no pain and pleasure in the object, there is also no pain and pleasure in the thought of the object. Because thought is also only a picture. If in the thought there is no pain and pleasure in the object, how long should you be sit down, closing your eyes, with all your thoughts or without it? How long? As long as you like, because no thoughts push you. I said, sit down for 1 hour, let me see. Half an hour sit down. Why the person feels restless? This is where comes your understanding. Sit down. As long as your body allows you. In a sense, suppose your hunger comes up, you feel like going to bathroom. You can't say, oh, when I'm in meditation, I don't feel like going, my, body's demands, the hunger, thirst, or excretions, it doesn't make any difference. You must be nuts. Body will have it. Or suppose your body, your leg cannot take it more than 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Okay, you can shift your leg. But how long can you sit down being with yourself? As long as you like. Have you done it? No, the person is so restless, understand, the person is so restless, always justifies why he should not sit down. You have justified enough. Why not to sit down? Now please sit down and show yourself that I can I need not sit down, but I can be with myself for the longest time. Do that. It's just like a person telling, why don't you stop smoking or drinking or eating chocolate or doing these things? Oh, I'm not dependent on it. I can stop whenever I like. Okay, you have been talking about it and you are continuing to do that. Now why don't you for a change stop doing it? Let me see how long can you do it. So stop giving that type of silly logic and look at yourself. Atyanta vairagyavatah samadhi. You shall be effortlessly abiding in yourself when no more you are distracted by any type of thought. No thought is a distraction, therefore no object is a distraction. Samadhi nirvikalpa. There is no vikalpa, no modifications. If there is a vikalpa also, you are samadhi, savikalpa samadhi. If there is a thought also, you are in samadhi. But you be yourself and see, no thoughts ever distract you. When you know that no thoughts ever distract you, when the thoughts come, life is still as peaceful as ever. Okay? Attanta Vairagya Samadhi. Samahitasyeva drudha prabodha. Thus, when you are with in samadhi, in being yourself, samahitasyeva drudha prabodha. That time only you shall know, when you are effortlessly abiding in yourself, where no thought is a distraction, drudha prabodha, your awakening is absolutely complete. Drudha prabodha. You have no doubt, no error, no distraction, no attraction. Drudha prabodha. Your understanding is firm. Your conviction is absolutely strong. You are with yourself. Drudha prabodha. Prabodha tattvasya hi bandha mukti. Prabodha tattvasya, thus who is awakened to the truth, knowing himself, for him bandha mukti. He is free from bondage. There is no more any bondage because the creation doesn't tie you down. you get yourself tied down. Now you are no more there to get yourself tied down by the object. You are no more there to get yourself tied down by the thought. You are not there to get yourself tied down by anything. You are free. That is, you are not there to whom anything can touch. Understand? It's a Zen Buddhism story where one day the master asked the student, "What is your understanding?" Immediately the person starts telling, "There is no world, no body, no creation, nothing." Just going on telling, Shunya, nothing, nothing, nothing. Now the teacher had a stick. The Zen masters usually, that is the story. He has a stick. So as he was telling, there is this is not there, that is not there, nothing is there. The teacher hit him on the back. He said, "Oh, he said, if nothing is there, where from the pain comes?" A very interesting thing. Understand? If you are not there, why are you reacting? Just a story to say that. It's not that the teacher is going to hit you all the time. By chance he tells that. No reactions. Why? You say, okay. There is nothing, no? So one hit. So what? One hit. If the death comes, there is no fear. If the death comes also, there is no fear. Why? Always I am with myself. Bandha mukti. You are not there to be frightened. Bandha mukti. Muktatmano nitya sukhanubhuti. Muktatmanaha, one who is muktatma. Muktasya, that person is free because he is with Atma, he is himself. For muktatmanaha, nitya sukhanubhuti. Always he is blissful. Therefore, have the vairagya, complete dispassion, and with that, recognize yourself, the wisdom that you are. Vairagya bol. Okay? Having told, then he further say, very beautiful verses. He's in a good mood. Eh? Always so beautiful. Vairagyanna param sukhasya janakam pasyami vasyatmanah tache suddhatara atmabodha sahitam swarajya samrajya bhuk etadvaram ajasra mukti yuvatehe yasmat tvamasmat param sarvatra spruhaya sadatmani sadam pragyam kuru shreyase vairagyanna param sukhasya janakam pasyami vasyatmanah tatse suddhatara atmabodha sahitam swarajya samrajya duk etadvaram ajasra mukti yuvatehe yasmat tvamasmat param sarvatra spruhaya sadatmani sada prajñam kuru sreyase. Oh, sweet. Beautiful. Vairagyanna param sukhasya janakam. He says so sweetly. Na pasyami. I don't see anything else more satisfying, giving more happiness than the vairagya. Vairagyatna param sukhasya janakam pasyami. Your vairagya, dispassion, shall bring you contentment. Please appreciate this. Very beautiful statement. Please appreciate this. In the world, when you observe, look at people, usually you shall see the person who is miserable, unhappy, is distracted by an object. And of course, because of that, he is also distracted by his own thoughts. So, average person, if you are a child or childish, a grown-up baby, you go on crying for the objects. If you are a little educated, informed person, you don't want to show to the people that you are a baby crying for the object, but inside you suffer with the thoughts of the object. When the child is crying for a bubble gum, and will clearly show it to you. I want the chocolate, he will cry. I want the toy, he will cry. Adult will be crying for the gold inside, but will not be talking anything outside. Recently, a person's mother passed away. When the mother died, 3 daughters-in-law, 2 daughters. Everybody, not many people care for the mother when the mother is alive, but when the mother is dead, everybody has the eye. My mother had a particular diamond jewelry set. Who is going to take it? Now there is a huge competition between the daughters and the daughters-in-law. Who will take the emerald? Who will take the ruby set? Very rich man, the rich woman. Now she is dead. So much ornament she has left behind. Now suddenly all the daughters and daughters-in-law have their eyes on it. Who is going to get what? But they will not talk about it. Smiling, talking to each other, but the eyes are on the object. Suppose you don't give it to them, what happens? They are crying inside. Are you getting that? A thought is punishing inside. The father is dead. The house is left behind. Something must be done for the house. Something was that when he was alive, something must be done for the house owner. It never passes through anybody's head. But when the person is dead, what shall we do with the house? What were you doing with the house when the person was alive? Same thing you do after his death. You have never come to see him. So now don't come for the property. But no. Are you getting that? The grown-up babies, but the person is crying for the object. Please understand. So you are affected. So 2 ways average person gets affected. Either if you remain as a grown-up baby, by the object itself you get haunted, or if you are little educated, informed, you don't show your gross attraction, but you are affected by your thought. Why is it so? Because you are interested in the pleasure there, the ownership there, the wealth, the prosperity, all these things. But suppose you are a Vairagi. Vairagya means you have no sense of pain and pleasure in the object. If I get it, excellent. If I don't get it, doesn't matter. This is my legitimate share, it will come to me. And you must get it. But there is no question of your getting. You are dependent upon that object for your happiness. Suppose your attitude is like that, if it comes to you, you are not happier. If it doesn't come to you, it doesn't get you, that is make you miserable. Understand? Such a person, always contented. He is a good man. Such a person is a good man, but not a wise man. Most people, and if you are a sensitive person, you become naturally a Vairagi, a dispassionate person. Little matured, little sensitive. So you don't want to fight over the things. Let them, my brothers, other brothers don't have it, let them take it. These other girls cannot purchase the things for themselves, let them have it. Or the person is greedy, let them have it. If I can have, fine, my share, give it to fine. Not there, doesn't matter. Or you take your share and give it to whomsoever you like. It makes no difference to you. Because you are so contented. This is a good man. You understand that? This is a good man. But the good man also may have a little sorrow, a little emptiness inside. I know I may not want it, but that does not mean I should be denied. I may not want it. He is a good person. I may not want it, but that should not be. That does not mean I should be denied. I must get a legitimate share. So there is somewhere a little will be there. Whereas if you are a good man as well as a wise man, there is no hint of sorrow. You can take the injustice also. If you choose not to do it, you can also do that. But you are absolutely comfortable with yourself. But Vairagya, just because of your non-dependence on the objects or the thought, that's what he says, Sukhasya Janakam, it makes you very peaceful. That's why many people with common sense, wisdom, dispassion, becomes very peaceful. That's why sometimes you shall see sadhus or people who are studying these things with so much information are more restless than a person who will be living in the household but very matured and very sensitive. You can be an informed person but very restless. The other person need not go anywhere, but attitude is beautiful. Very simple, understand that attitude. That, like I was telling, when my eldest brother passed away, when somebody told my mother, oh, one son is dead, eldest son dead, and another son is sannyasi, is like dead, doesn't come home. So, not that much, you don't see them around. So he says, so how do you cope up with it? Very clearly, what did she say? Janam to diya hai, karam nahi diya. I have given birth to them, but I have not given their karma for what they have come. Common sense. It works like a huge shock absorber. It absorbs the shock. Like a car gets hit by the pothole. But the inside people don't feel the jerk because the spring can take the jerk. So this common sense works like a shock absorber. But that is not wisdom, because the person will be missing so many things, so many other things in life here also will be there. So start with that. Vairagyanna param sukhajanakam pasyami pasyatmanah. Vasyatmanah, the one who has kept everything under control. Vasya. Atmana vase tishtati. That which everybody, the person who has keeps everything under control, knows the ways of the body, mind, everything. For him, Vairagya is that invokes sense of satisfaction. But tatse suddhatara atmabodha saitam. But that vairagya, if it is backed by suddhatara atmabodha, more shining, more effective, atmabodha saitam, with the knowledge of one's own self, you shall tell him, Swarajya Samrajya Dhuk. He is the one who is holding on to enjoying Swarajya Samrajya, the empire of the self. Is one with the absolute, all pervasiveness. Swarajya Samrajya Dhuk. Holds on to, he is the one who enjoys, revels in this empire called the self. And in this empire of this self-knowledge, where consciousness all pervasive, see the beauty of it is. Where whoever understands this is an emperor. You own the empire. Everybody is an emperor. Empire undivided. That's the beauty of this knowledge. Everybody owns the full creation. Everybody is an emperor. But empire is undivided. As they say, infinite centers of the infinite creation. How vast is the creation? Infinity. So where is the center? Everywhere the center. So who is the center? You are the center. Are you getting that? So you are the center, yet you are on the circumference, you are everywhere. You are a king, kingdom is undivided. You are the emperor, empire undivided. Swarajya Samrajya. Tatche Suddhatara Bodha Saitam. So beautiful. Swarajya Samrajya Dhu. Yetat Dwaram Ajasra Mukti Yubate. This is the Dwaram, this is the gateway of enjoying this Mukti Yuvati. This beautiful, graceful woman called a Mukti, liberation. Mukti Yuvatehe Ajasra Dwaram. This is the gateway to enjoy this beautiful woman of liberation, freedom. Just like you have told, Yogasya Prathamadwaram Vang Nirodha, which you had seen already. So when you are aware of yourself, this is the Dwaram. This understanding is the gateway for reveling in this absolute knowledge, the highest of the pleasure, incomparable joy. Because when every other sensation has got a reason, when the sense organ comes in touch with the sense object, you find the sensation. This happiness is unconditioned. This happiness, being yourself, is absolutely independent. There are no factors which cause it. That is yourself. Yuvatehe ajasra dwaram yasmat tvam asmat param. Yasmat. Because tvam asmat param. You are other than all these things. In fact, who you are is other than everything. Body, mind, thoughts, everything. Therefore, since you are like this, sarvatra, everywhere, aspruaya, abhilasa sunya, aspruaya, abhilasa sunya, by aspruha, spruha, abhilasa, abhilasa. Abhilasa means desire. So free from every type of desire, dreams, ambitions, which is backed by emptiness. Free from all those things, sadatmani sada pragyam kuru sreyase. Always, sadatmani, sada, always, sada atmani, in yourself, pragyam kuru. May you consciously abide. Why? Sreyase. So that you get this sreyas, the liberation, the freedom, where there is no touch, no hint of bondage. Okay? Therefore, do that. Vairagya. And then, along with Atma Bodha, you get the Mukti, that is the Yuvati, the gateway for the ultimate revelry in yourself. And since you are that, may you continuously abide in it for your own blessings, so that no more you are touched or affected by anything. So ask that question, do you enjoy this vision? I have told this, further he says, under beautiful verse, read it. Shreyase is for your own good, you should do it. What should I do? Asham chindhi vishopameshu vishayeshu yeshaiva mrityo kruti tyaktva jati kulasrameshu abhimatim munchati durat kriya dehadavasati tyajatmadhishanam pragyam kurushvatmani tvam drashtasi amanosi nirdvaya param brahmasi yadvastutah asham chindhi vishopameshu vishayeshu yeshaiva mrityo kruti yaktva jati kulasrameshu abhimatim munchati durat kriya dehadavasati tyajatmadhishanam pragyam kurushvatmani tvam drashtasi amanosi nirdvaya param brahmasi yadvastutah. So beautiful, so beautiful. I see, I break it up. You must, that is why you must, if you know the Sanskrit, you know how every word to break and then see all these things. Very good, you should do that anyway. That other book is very nice book, and that Vivekachudamani, very nicely done. You possible will get one copy for it. Now say what you should do. Asham chindhi vishopameshu vishayeshu. Now instruct the student. Look, so you want to enjoy the Swarajya Samrajya, this empire of the wisdom, empire of this yourself, all pervasive. Where each one is an emperor, empire remains undivided. How beautiful. Each one is a king, the kingdom is undivided. You get full measure of it. It's like this is the wisdom. If you want a devotional language, where Gopi is the devotee, Krishna, Paramatma, and there is a Rasa Lila is taking place, each Jivatma has a full Krishna at disposal. Not that somebody taken finger, somebody nose, somebody tail, somebody foot. No. Full Krishna at disposal. Krishna how many? Paramatma how much? One and complete. So everybody with one and complete Paramatma. Jiva Atma Paramatma. Rasa Leela. If it is outside, you call it Rasa Leela. Inside you, every thought is a gopi. Chetana, Chaitanya, consciousness, yourself is Krishna. Akarshati, the Krishna which attracts everything towards itself. So every thought is surrounded by consciousness, all pervasive. Another language, whoever understand yourself, you are the emperor. What is the empire? All pervasive. What a culture, what tradition, what vision. Who is that person? Anybody. Yeah, whoever he may be. It doesn't matter. Whoever understands it. It's not that, yeah, Indian, Bharatiya, a Hindu. That Hindu word doesn't exist. What is it? Ya Purusha, Ya Puman. That person, which includes woman also. Any man or woman. Whichever person, whichever mind understand this, is free. Because it is yourself. Freedom is in yourself. But if a theology comes and says freedom is only this name, only in this book, only in this God, only in this form, in this exclusive stuff, they shall create miserable fanatics out of you. Ishvara, Ishvara. You understand? This knowledge is a hope of humanity. If this is destroyed, there shall be no hope. Because it is for every person. You are not imposing a name. You are not imposing an idea. You are not imposing a form. You are not giving a particular identity. But helps the individual to go beyond everything. Who he is different from everything that he has. Therefore, you are the emperor. And when you say you are that, who is that? Anybody who sits down there, listens to it, that is his nature. So enjoy it. And in order to do that, what should you do? Asham Chindhi. Cut this asha, this hope, dreams, pushing desires. Asha. Sit down for yourself and see. What is that pushing you? Can you do one thing, please? For my sake, for your sake, do it. When you get up in the early morning, just please get up one day, or every day you are getting up in the early morning. But suppose after getting up, because you have got 4:30 class immediately, boom, you have to run for a bath, this and that, and come back. So you have no time for really thinking anything. One day, suppose Sunday you have got free day, no? Sunday you have free day. So, be that a little lazy. Please experiment with nothing. Don't worry about it. Be a little lazy. Don't get up at 4:30 and get up and back. Just for one day. One day, half an hour you delay. Just be a little lazy. When you are lazying, see what thoughts are coming into your head. You shall know whether you are a crook or you are a nice person. When you are lazying, you have nothing else to do. What are the thoughts coming to your head? Those are the ones which are your asha. Early morning the thought comes. You know, when you get up, nothing else to do. It will be nice. You will be thinking of somebody or something. Mostly people will be doing that. Mostly. That didn't happen, this didn't happen, this is happening. It was so nice those days, these days. Very dominant thoughts will be there. Those are your asha, your dreams inside. I should not have come away. Why did I come away? If I had got that boy or a girl, I should have been there. Unnecessary running away. Anyway, having come out, get out of it, so you are being very, very comfortable. Hello, how are you? Brahman, Atman, consciousness. Inside, no, please understand. Your dreams. Be lazy and see for yourself. When you are not very, it's like you are not consciously watching yourself. See what happens. Of course, when more and more you understand this, you smile at it, laugh at it. But you know it is there inside you. Asham, Chindhi, counteract every one of them. If you do not counteract on them, the little seed will have a huge sprout, then big tree. Nobody is going to disturb you. Nobody is going to disturb you than your own little thoughts and the build-ups. Think of it. Asham Chindhi. When what? Bishopameshu Vishayeshu. Bishopama Vishaya. Vishaya, the sense objects, are like a Visha, are like poison. The sense objects are like poison. Listen carefully. Why do they say sense object is poison? Because this man is so gross, so you have to tell him, this is sense object is bad. To a matured man, you don't have to say sense object is bad. You say, you are stupid. But to ordinary person, in the beginning, you say, Vishaya Vishavama. Vishaya is Vishaupama. It is like Visha, the sense object. I mean, the sense object like poison. Wow, the only difference is, when the poison kills Bhoktaram, when the poison kills the person who eats it, this Vishaya Visha, this sense object poison, Drashtaram Hanti, one who sees it gets bitten up. Why? Because you have a value for it. If you don't have a value for it, you are not going to get bitten up by it. Are you getting that? If you have a sense of attraction towards it, then by looking at it, it kills me, Why it kills you? Why it doesn't kill everybody? Because you have the hunger. When you have the hunger, you take in that perception inside yourself. Visham Chindi, okay. And that is the, why should I do that? Because Mrityo Kruti, Mrityu Akara, they are like death. What is the death? Not the death of the body. Death of yourself, meaning you shall forget yourself and lose yourself in the pursuit of this thought or the object. When you do it for its own sake, it's a different thing altogether. But most people get attracted by this object for their satisfaction. Therefore, they feel frustrated. We shall see tomorrow more about it. Tyakta, Jati, Kula, Asrama, all these things. Jati, Kula, Asrama, Jati, Niti, Kula, Gotra, Duragam. So, Jati, Niti, Kula, your caste, race, creed, body, mind, everything. Munchati Durat Kriya, giving it up and keeping yourself free from all activities in life because you are interested in being with yourself. So for such a person, if he keeps himself away from activity, you don't call him lazy. Like a person who is recouping himself, getting treatment in the hospital, keeping himself free from all activities in the world, you don't call him lazy. What do you call? This person is getting healed. Therefore, keeping away from activity. But once you are healed, you jump into activity. During the study of these things, free from every activity. But the moment you understand it, and you are free, happy with yourself, take enormous responsibility and function. Are you getting that? So beautiful. We shall see that. So all these Deha Vasati in the changing things, Atmadhishanam Tyaja, giving up this idea that I am this, may you always revel in yourself. Okay? So, Vairagya, dispassion, Atmabodha, understanding of yourself, to enjoy this Atma Samrajya, the empire that you are. Close your eyes.